Oh man, so this one is more kind of a personal one that I made. My brother used to love to watch this movie called Ghostbusters. And in that movie, whatever you imagined would come and try to attack the city. So the three guys tried to imagine the most peaceful and harmless thing they could. And it was a character called the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So in the movie, this big marshmallow came and started stepping on everything. So I kind of made this for my brother. Okay, do you know who these guys are? These are some shoes I had custom made. The guy closest to us, we've already met him, that's Jim Thorpe. The other guy is a guy named, if you said Billy Mills, ding, 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 you are correct. Billy Mills is also an Olympian. If you get a chance after this is over, if you've never seen it or you haven't seen it in a while, please look up Billy Mills' race on YouTube. It will give you chills. It's so awesome. Now, both these two guys are natives. Both of these two guys went to a small school in Kansas called Haskell. Just like me, all three of us went to Haskell. Those two guys are Olympic gold medal winners, and I got perfect attendance in the second grade. Go Haskell. There was a movie in the 1970s, I believe, called The Warriors. In that movie, the movie post for that, if you get a chance to look it up, was a picture of all these gang members, but they weren't like gang members like we know today. They were kind of, I don't know if fantasy is the right word. They were stylized. Some looked like a baseball team. Some looked like bikers. Anyway, when I was in college, I had a dream about that poster, but it looked like this. But I didn't have the skills to make this. And so later, once I learned Photoshop, I decided to make that image that I saw in that dream. I was asked if I wanted to do some artwork on a wall in downtown Oklahoma City in the Plaza District. So this is a piece I made. Those of you familiar with the artwork of Banksy will recognize where this style comes from. So I made it and I put on the side of the TP to design it to this space for rent. And then with a spray paint, I wrote the word "not" over it. There's Jim Thorpe again. This is the greatest race ever. He's racing the Flash back there. I got the opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. to show my film at the Smithsonian. While I was there waiting, I Googled like Native Americans in Washington, D.C. old pictures. And this one came up, I think it said it was taken around 1903. I don't know if you guys can hear. My phone, someone's trying to call in on this phone. So I hope if you hear it beeping, I apologize. But anyway, I cut out the picture and I traveled around until I found the spot that it was taken. There was a game when I was growing up called Rock'em Sock'em Robot. So I decided to make my own Rock'em Sock'em Robot, the Battle Little Bighorn edition. Pow! Okay, so I love action figures. Oh man, even as an adult, I like looking at action figures. It's a weird thing. I just think they're so cool looking. But when I was growing up, they never had action figures of movies that I dig. So I decided to make my own Powwow Highway action figure. You can do this yourself too. So here's how I did it. I went to the Dollar General store and I bought a Batman figure because I needed that big plastic piece. I already had this Simpsons doll. I think his name is Fat Tony or something like that. I apologize if that's not his name. I haven't seen that show. I just bought that doll because I thought it's what I needed for Filbert. Then I took a Sharpie and I colored his hair in, pretty easy. And I colored the eyebrows in. And then, this is easier than you think. So I just took the picture of Filbert from online and I printed it out. And then I cut it out and I glued it on top of the action figure. And then I did the same thing with the belt buckle. Glued it all together, printed the background out on some kind of harder paper cardstock. And voila, Filbert Powwow Highway action figure.